Hola. I don't speak Spanish, but sometimes I try. Um, we're gonna continue where we left off yesterday. I wasn't expecting to actually start at 4 o'clock. I didn't start at 4 o'clock. I started at 4:03, but that's okay. There's always issues and technical difficulties. In all honesty, I only decided that I was gonna start streaming around 4 o'clock, about at about like 3:45 after I got home from work. So yeah, I'm gonna to continue what we did before. I had an idea for today on how to continue this. I think the next step, or at least a step to take, would be to attempt to try and bring it all back to center. And what I mean by that is, what I plan to do is eventually release this music as like a music pack or something, as part of a music pack. And the theme that I'm kind of going for is mostly orchestral, but in terms of like a theme, like if it was in a game or something, it would be like adventure, like imagine like something that you would have, like say you're in a Zelda game and you are running around in Hyrule Field, or you're playing Elden Ring and you're just out and about and you want sort of music in the background. Now, this music might be a little bit involved for that, but we'll see. I kind of like it. I think it might be good for a little bit more of a game that calls for more active adventure music, if you will, more active overworld music. I don't know. I like this. I like this. It kind of gives me the vibes of either the snowy area, pardon me, the snowy area in Twilight Princess, or Phendrana Drifts in Metroid Prime. I really like that. I really like that area. I like the music from that area a lot. That's kind of why I went with the sort of the synths that I have here. Yeah, we can just give it a quick listen. Okay. Pardon me. Still getting over this cough. My first thought is, one, I'm so glad I added that shaker at the end of the last session. It was such a good idea because it really adds a little bit of just a groove to this whole thing. The second thing is that shaker needs to go to a bus for sure. Or did I already send it to a bus? Where is it? Trumpet percussion. Shaker. I did send it to a bus. What do I have on it? The vintage verb? It already has a verb on it, but I want to send it to another verb that's just way in the back. So with that, what I'm probably going to do is, yeah, I'm going to create I'm going to create an effects channel for it. I'm going to give it... I mean, of course, I'm going to give it vintage verb because, like I said last time, it's my favorite. Send it to the PComp, the parallel compression bus that I have. I'm gonna go shaker ambience, shaker verb. I'm gonna call it a shaker verb. I'm gonna recolor it so that it's like that, maybe? That works. Yeah, that matches. I'm also going to... Where's my thing here? So you can see that the shaker's there. I'm going to lower it. So that's quiet, but I'm going to give it like a decent tail. And if I do that, then it should sound pretty cool. Like this. What does it sound like? I actually want to know what it sounds like in a vacuum. What does it sound like? Interesting. It adds something. Just a little bit of sizzle. I love that. It doesn't even need to be that quiet because it's just there. It's like shh. Adds a little bit of noise. Mm-hmm. What else can I do with that? I don't think there's any much more I need to do with it, actually. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm glad I did that. That's fun. Moving on. So yeah, like I was talking about, I want to bring this back to the idea that there's going to be a lot of orchestra in there. So maybe I should, like, I have these sort of, pardon me, these strings down here. What are they doing? Just hanging on the A. Something like that, maybe in the... Da, 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 da. I don't even know what that, like, what kind of a theme that is, or what kind of a motif that is, but I think that should go in strengths. Yeah, I get that weird blend of orchestra synths. So I'm gonna send that to Helion Sonic cellos. I totally forgot to plug in my keyboard again. And for some reason I'm talking with a southern accent. I don't know why. I do that sometimes. Just plug it in. Technical difficulties. Got this. I got this. So that I can also use my stain pedal. Turn that on, and hopefully it'll actually function. Let's see. Please. Hey, there we go. You can lower that. If we're going cello, so give it that low cello sound. I don't like that. I like that. That's fun. I don't know if it's... I like that. Yeah. Get that shaker going again. Didn't even record properly. Hold on. Expression modulation. Not velocity one modulation. Here we go. I already have modulation. Give me expression. Both of these can be re-recorded. I'm just gonna re-record the entire thing. Is it armed? Record? Yeah. I'm gonna... That might be a bit better. Same thing here. Squash it and level it. Dun 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 dun. Uh-oh. I'm hearing a bass line. Uh-oh. And it sounds like it wants to have... Once again, I had my MIDI thing up here. Yeah. I'll show you what I did. Wait. That's what they looked like before. And so I just squashed them. Brought it back up. Same thing there. So if I play it, it's like really weak on the attack there. So if I... I'm also gonna do is quantize. Da da da. Quantize because I feel like it. I can probably fix that later. Okay. I'm gonna plug in my bass. It's probably gonna be out of tune, so I'll have to do a quick tuning break. I'm gonna just plug it into my my DI box there, which runs into the back of my interface. Probably can't hear that. Uh, time is it already? It's already been 20 minutes of the stream. Only 15 of which we've actually done any like recording or writing. I need my pick strings right here. Pick basses. Get a clean bass sound. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna we have it's the I may not have my actual thing set up. Audio connections. Inputs. Add bass input. I have like the inputs for my basses and my bass and my guitar pretty much picked out already. Input 3 4 features input 4. You're gonna probably hear me picking in my microphone, but that's okay. Also, I was listening back to the VODs of these streams, and I don't know how I like the sound on my my microphone. So I'm gonna see if I can fix that up a little bit. For some reason, it doesn't want to cooperate with G-Hub and Blue Voice, which is totally fine. I'm gonna quickly. There we go. I was wondering where the buzzing was coming from. It's because this is I'm using a Squier 5-string Jazzmaster bass. Jazzmaster? Yeah, jazz bass. It's cool. It's got these active single coil pickups right here. I like it. I've had it for ever since I was like in my last year of high school. And it sounds pretty killer. I'd like to get a bass that has single humbuckers on it, because I think that'd be pretty dope. But alas, I do not have. I mute that in my headphones. Before I go anywhere, though, I'm gonna get that for you guys. I need a tune, because this thing's definitely not out of tune. Let alone the strings are definitely not new. Not at all, but that's okay. Not that bad. Just turn this to standard. I don't think I need to worry about anything. Because what we're just in D minor, that's no problem. We are in D minor actually though, so maybe it'd be worth tuning this to drop D. Yeah. I think that'd be a good idea. Have the bass in D. so that it matches the key of the tune, and so we can get that nice. I don't know why I'm thinking bass, in all honesty. But for some reason, my brain was just going there. My brain was thinking, you should add bass to this. Just cause, like, you already have synths. Why not just go all in and have a bass as well? That's not bad. And yes, I know I'm playing with a pick. I could. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like the palm muted. The aggressiveness of a pick on the bass right now for this. It sounds like just gnarly. I don't know. It's kind of going in a bit of a energetic thing. I don't know. All of a sudden, this is turning from I don't know. All of a sudden, it's getting attitude, and I kind of like that. I don't know. It wasn't the idea I had when I first started this, but I like it, so I'm just gonna keep going. How about that? Oh. You know what? Before I just, make a huge mistake, turn my metronome on. I like that. I like that quite a bit. How accurate was I on the transient? Oh, I got pretty close on that first transient. Look at that. I was just a little hair early. That's pretty good. I'm gonna do this and do this. It's probably gonna do some clicks and pops, but that can fix that. Just. How about I turn off my thing here? Get that going. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop that and bring it back. We're going to then we're going to crossfade that. I don't think I need to bring it. That's fine. We're good. Probably will sound fine. Give it a little bit, like, I wouldn't do this for guitars, but for basses, I like to scoop the mids just a little bit. Gets rid of a lot of like I'm talking like the high mids, like the low mids you kind of want to keep, but the lows, obviously you want to keep that. The highs kind of give it that bite. It gives you the attack and the articulation. But right around here, it gets a little bit like, not exactly what I want. Doesn't sound right. Not bad. I might re-record that a little point later, but I just like how that sounds. Pretty good. A little bit of attitude. What we're also going to do is we're going to now just glue all that. Duplicate it. Duplicate. And not bad. It's okay. All right. I need to learn a better technique for that. Yeah. I'm okay at composition. It's just the production side of things that people know tricks that I don't know. On how to mess with audio clips and such. I need to work on that. Well, that's fine. Okay. Let's get those going. Copy that over. That over. And we're good. Need to add something. I like building up. How many seconds do we have now? If I switch this to time code. Okay, if time code's at 1 minute, then so far we have, I could probably do the math, but we have almost an entire minute of music. Woo! Right? Oh no, we have over a minute. We have like 2 minutes of music. I want to see how the transition is. Okay, so I did a few different things there. I was just kind of thinking and doing as I was listening to the bass. I don't know. Something needs to change, obviously. That was a lot of time with that bass line. 4 whole repeats with the bass line without something changing elsewhere in the music. Before anyone says anything, I'm probably not going to add any guitars. I don't think that's necessary. Like, I don't even think I'm going to be adding any, like, acoustic kit. If I add any drum kits or anything like that, I'm probably going to add, like, an electric kit, something a bit more leaning towards the synth. So this is just kind of, like, something to give it attitude and a bit of growl. But, the first thing I did when the bass came in was I wanted to add a compressor. It needed a bit of parallel compression, so I added this vintage compressor, which anybody who watches Dom Segales, he has coined this term, a term for this compressor called the punch, and literally it has a punch switch right there, which anytime I reach for this compressor, I almost always turn that on because it just creates this punchy effect. But more than anything, I wanted to be able to drive this compressor a little bit. So I turned it up. I turned up the input on the compressor just to 9. Yeah. 9, yeah. I didn't really have any values in mind when I was inputting this. I just was like, this needs a compressor, and so I just was using my ears to like listen for what sounded good. I turned it up a little bit until it started driving it, slowed the attack just a little. I felt like just turning on the auto release, and then in terms of the mix, like between the dry sound and the compressed sound, I have it about 60. I might actually tweak that a little bit. Maybe about there, about 55, 60. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. And then, yeah, I also, well, that's the other thing I did. I totally forgot what I had done. I also went into the bass amp and started tweaking a little bit. I turned up the high mids a little bit. I also changed the frequency of the low mids a bit. Just to twiddle with it, just to see what sounds good and what doesn't. I also changed this. I turned on this sort of scoop that you have here, and I sort of tried to see and tried to listen. Like, some people would just set this to wherever it would look good on an EQ visualizer, but I was just listening. Like, I turned that on, turned out that scoop, and just tweaked it until it sounded good. Like, I got rid of something and made it blend with the mix a bit more. I don't know. I want the bass, like, I want the high end of the bass to be felt or heard, but I want the low end of the bass to be felt. And I don't want it to be overly present, the bass sound. I might actually turn it down. We'll see. But yeah, I probably could have done is use some multi-band compression on the bass, and maybe I'll do that in the future, but that's enough time on the electric bass for one stream. I need to figure out what I'm going to do next. Let's continue with this cello. We're not on that. I can add that. Ooh, I might want to mess around with some articulations there. That's slippery slope. Add articulations on dynamics. I don't have a expression map on this, do I? No, that's okay. Okay. Well, I've set up these expression maps so that I can sort of manipulate more articulations with the and the dynamics with each of these. In terms of the dynamics, I normally will probably just leave that up to my automation that I have with these sliders. But I just just play in on the keyboard. But for this, I'm going to set this up to be legato. Da 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 da. And no. I'm gonna record in. I don't like that. Da da da. I'll do the same thing with this. Put it over a bit. Squash it. Raise it. Da da. Now we can cut that. I need to be more aggressive with that. Raise that up. Actually, you know what? I can do that. Because for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it spiccato. You hear that? You hear that difference? Do-do-do-do-do. Ooh, what if... What if I did that? What if I... Nah, that's too far. Like, that's too exotic sounding. Arpeggio it? I kind of just like doing this. It's easy. I'm gonna have to put some automation on that, but get the job done for sure. Staccato that again. Then we're gonna do this. What if I... About right? Okay. Move that. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Ooh. Me trying to select just everything. Voodoo. Okay. Copy that. I'm gonna... With it. Is this lazy? Maybe a little bit, but it's fine. we're going to do the same thing again. For a shorter span. What I'm trying to do is make this loopable. Copy. Paste. Smooth it. Smooth it. No. If I close this, okay. Got about 7 minutes left of this stream. That's funny. It's because it doesn't recognize it to be legato just yet. So cut that. Do that. I'm probably gonna have to fix that here too. Uh-oh. There we go. Fixed. I like that. Maybe next time what I'll do is I'll add these. Yeah. Not sure what else to add right now. Gotta think of something. Try to make sure that things are just different enough. What am I gonna take from this? You know what? It's driving me crazy a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of distortion to that bass. Why would you do that, Liam? You might ask. 'Cause I feel like it. Just because I feel like it. That's probably gonna be too loud. Nope. That's too much. I don't need that fuzz. Yeah, it's got that little, like, it's not actually a distortion, but it's got a little bit of grit to it. So I'm gonna do actually is turn it down. I don't need to turn it down there. I can turn it down. I guess I can. If I want to fix it later, I can do that if I like. But I want to be able to mix that later. For it, we gotta set it to a group. For the sake of being able to mix it later. Get out of my face. Get out of my face, tuner pedal. You did your job for today. Bass, dist, bus. Yeah. That way I can just like adjust it as needed. I like it. I think the next steps are being able to incorporate the vibe of the A section into the B section, because I'm really starting to get some Phendrana Drifts vibes from Metroid Prime, like in a huge way, in a way that I really like. Yeah, I like it. I like this a lot. This is one of the more interesting things I've worked on so far, in my opinion, and I'm excited to see where it goes. We're just about at 5 o'clock. I'm not sure what else I can add here for now. I wasn't expecting to add electric bass guitar to this this fantasy adventure video game track or whatever. Whatever this turns into. I like it. It's definitely going to be different from other tracks in the pack. It needs more percussion. Like, that shaker's cool and all that, and adds some groove, but it's not what I'm going. Well, it is what I'm going for. It just needs more. Like, I need something to add a bit of punch and drive. I don't know. A kit wouldn't work here. Or maybe I just need like a little bit more of a sparse electric kit. Like, adds both punch and space, because this feels like it needs space. There's a lot of in your face stuff, and there's plenty of like spatial stuff as well, but I think we need to like go wider as well. Maybe I'll start like putting things on like the sides, like hard panning things, like details, and maybe I'll throw, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It's just cool. But that's 5 o'clock, and yeah, I'm happy with this, and we'll continue with this tomorrow. Thank you to everybody who came to watch. I'm actually really enjoying doing these streams. I only thought about starting to do these streams like maybe the day before I started. I used to stream like this on Twitch before, but I only did like a couple times and I was not consistent with it. I'm trying to be more consistent. One, because it's fun. I like music production and composition. Two, I've always wanted to do streaming. And three, this sort of is a way of proving that I worked on music today for at least an hour. I composed for at least an hour today, and it keeps me accountable to an extent. And I'm, as someone who wants to do this forever, I'm trying to build a habit, and this is one way to do it. I'm sort of batching things in and trying to break out of my shell at the same time. Is it working? I don't know, but so far I'm having a lot of fun, and it's a great time. But yeah, thank you again to everybody who came to watch this. I hope you're enjoying the music. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're watching this post stream and watching the VOD, like if you have any ideas, feel free to throw them in the comments. I'd love the input. And yeah, thank you again. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more, so that you can catch the next stream or the next VOD when, in case you miss it. And I don't know, feel free to leave a like if you like the video. I feel like I'm saying those YouTuber things now. All right, I'm gonna go. Everybody, have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, whatever.